Free Tibet, but fuck Iraq, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Palestine, Darfur and Pakistan. Troop surge, a success, says man who planned troop surge, executed troop surge and stands by troop surge. In the UK, brainwashed religious extremists on trial for being rubbish terrorists. Hello consumers of Earth, welcome to the fucking news. I'm clean and dry, here are tonight's headlines. Free ticket protesters have disrupted the torture procession of Chinese tyranny in the UK, France and America, demanding an end to high ticket prices for the Olympics in Beijing this year. What? Oh, I'm sorry. That should be Free Tibet protesters have made a fortune selling flags and t-shirts in a global marketplace, said by some analysts to be worth billions. In an ironic twist, the Free Tibet movement have become the latest sponsors of the Beijing Games. A spokesperson for the Tibetan Freedom Incorporated did not say, "Sales are up and the next fiscal quarter looks to be very profitable. Investors should buy now to maximize dividends." News just in, the International Olympic Committee have not released this statement about the protests. We would like to thank the free ticket protesters for turning the torture relay and the Beijing Olympics into a global news story. Yeah. An otherwise dull procession of has-beens traipsing round the world with some thugs from China would have been very poor viewing without their efforts. Thank you very much. And now the world's attention is focused on China and Tibet. Our friends and corporate whoremasters of the world are free to send tanks into Palestine, drop bombs on Baghdad, prop up tyranny in Saudi Arabia, occupy Afghanistan, torture humans in Guantanamo, and fuck you all over for a buck while telling you it's a free world. No, go on. Oh, stop it. Stop, please. Anyway, if it wasn't making me so much money, it would be tragic. Thank you again. No sponsors have pulled out of the Olympics as a result of middle-class people working up a froth of hypocrisy. And the shadow rulers of Earth haven't said, "The farce is strong in this one. It's good that you all believe China is evil. Soon we will be telling you to sacrifice your lives and your children's lives in the next war. And you will be so much easier to manipulate with your poorly thought out emotional responses. Yes, China is evil. They are on the dark side. Use the Force, Luke." Let me see now. We live in the free world where armed thugs defend the symbol of friendly sporting competition, but we have free speech. Our governments torture people and kill innocents on a daily basis, but we have free speech. We have free speech. You know, that's not very much, is it? So while you're doing all this evil shit, I have the right to say something about it. Oh, okay. Do I have the right to stop it? No, but I may voice an opinion. Woo! I'm glad I live in the free world. I'd hate to live in those places where they kill and torture people and you can't talk about it. Let me just exercise my freedom a little. The American government are the biggest fascists on Earth, responsible for more human rights abuse than any regime on the planet, having enslaved their own people with a debt so large, you and your children's children's children will be working for the bankers who rule over you for the next 60 years. That's if they don't manage to kill you all in their next fake war. More on that story later. The American troop surge in Iraq has been a success, say the men who suggested it, and planned it, and carried it out. Yes, Defense Secretary Gates and Chief of Ground Forces in Iraq, General Petraeus, have given thumbs up to the troop surge, not saying in recent congressional hearings, "We plan to move 30,000 troops from America to Iraq, and we have done that with complete success, hoorah!" All of those troops are now in Iraq, and therefore the troop surge is a success. In that, instead of the troops being in America, they are now in Iraq, you see, and that makes the troop surge a success. President Bush put his personal seal of approval on the surge by refusing to let them come home, not saying, "I won't be president soon unless Dick Cheney can fake up some reason for me to roll out the martial law. Hey Dick." So if that doesn't happen, then the next president we'll have to decide what to do with the oil in Iraq. I mean the war in Iraq. Then when the troops come home and people are complaining about how a bunch of towel-headed slum dwellers kicked our ass, I'll be able to say, don't blame me, I wanted our troops to stay and die. You see, the cause of democracy and freedom is so great, we have to kill people till they accept it. Unless, of course, it's China, and then we just have to do loads of business with them making big profits for our shareholders. It's just as well most of you are too poorly educated to see the hypocrisy of this, or boy would my face be red. As it is, I suggest you all go do some shopping, watch some TV, and shut the fuck up. We'll tell you how much you owe us when it's all over, okay? Okay? In the UK, 8 men are on trial for errorism in the High Court in London. They are charged with getting caught and not being clever enough to get away with anything, least of all blowing up aeroplanes with bombs they were unable to make. The court were shown pictures of the sort of bomb they might have been able to make if they were not a bunch of useless nutters with no clue. Prosecuting attorneys didn't say, it's terrible to imagine what they might have been able to do if they were able to do things. The court were also shown so-called you're done videos, martyrdom videos, filmed by some of the defendants to be shown after they killed themselves. Let's take a look. Allah Akbar. I am not brainwashed. I am clever enough know how to read this. A statement prepared for me by the guy filming it who won't be blowing himself up. Allah Akbar. Islam will triumph and you will never win against us because we are ready to die pointlessly. Anyway, when we have all killed ourselves, then you'll see. Because we will all be dead and so will some of you if we're lucky. And that will be a great victory. Allah Akbar. You have brought this jihad upon yourself, and I am proud to take part in the jihad against the West. I will be playing the guy in the laundrette with the boxer shorts, while Marvin Gaye sings, I heard it through the grapevine, it will be the greatest jihad ever. One day we will be free and our lands will be free, and Allah will be praised by all the people, and if they don't, we'll kill them or force them to praise Allah. These are the freedoms we fight for. Allah Akbar. In a totally related story, laws given to councils in the ununited kingdom to help combat terrorism were used by Poole Borough Council to spy on families making school placement applications, checking to see if they lived where they said they lived. Using these special repass powers, the family's communications can be intercepted, they may be followed, watched, their mail read, bank details accessed. The council defended the use of anti-terror laws to check on school placement application by not saying, we're in charge, now fuck off and pay your taxes before we start spying on you. You're lucky you live in the free world, you know, where you're allowed to talk about this shit. Thanks, and now the weather. It's raining monarchs in the UK with showers of suicide bombers and a surge of troops in Iraq. Clouds of controversy will be following the torture relay with outbreaks of tyranny expected along the way. Have a nice weekend!